Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well, having a really great day. We got an amazing announcement from Karlsen Network. They are now going to cater to GPU miners by switching out their algorithm, which has been dominated, as you all know, dominated by a single entity that has been mining Karlsen, also Nexel AI, Nautilus, Pugdeg a little bit, Pirin, and Radiant, Alephium before. And so Karlsen coming out of the gate here, one of the first ones out of all these other coins here to become ASIC resistant by going to a new algorithm called KarlsenhashV2, based on the Ironfish's algorithm, Fish Hash Plus. So this is going to happen on mainnet September 9th, 2024 at approximately 13:37 UTC time. This is definitely leet speak code here. So this is great news for GPU miners. And this algorithm will be predominantly memory. Okay, it's going to be memory hardened. And so that's how it's able to cut out, ASICs. And it said they're going to move out FPGAs, but FPGAs will be, in my opinion, will just be a little bit more competitive. So, they're not going to blow GPU miners out of the water in terms of, how efficient they are. But it's going to close the gap, essentially, a bit closer. But that's also going to depend on, is anyone going to make a bit stream? And is it going to be public? That's a whole other conversation. But anyways, let me quickly read here. We are excited to announce the upcoming hard fork on Karlsen Network mainnet, introducing the world's first fish hash implementation in Rust and Go, with a 1 blocks per second DAG. This hard fork will transition our network from KarlsenhashV1 to KarlsenhashV2, incorporating the new Fish Hash Plus algorithm. After extensive development and testing, we are now prepared to implement this significant upgrade. Hard fork details, block height. This hard fork is scheduled to occur at block height 26,962,009 on the DAS score, which is estimated to be reached on September 13th at approximately 13:37 UTC. So the new hashing algorithm, KarlsenhashV2, will utilize Fish Hash Plus, a highly secure algorithm inspired by Lollydeb's Fish Hash white paper. All right, so Lollydeb, as most of you know, is the creator of LOL Miner. All right, so they'll obviously have to do an update to add Karlsen, KarlsenhashV2. And let's see, when's the last update they had? April 20th was their last update from Lollydeb here for LOL Miner. So I'm going to assume LOL Miner, Regal, Rigel Miner, a bunch of other ones will probably have KarlsenhashV2 coming up here in the next, 2 weeks? Okay, so as we're recording this video, it's going to happen pretty soon. Okay, pretty soon. Basically, this algorithm is designed to be fully ASIC resistant and move out FPGA hardware, fostering a more decentralized and equitable mining environment. Hopefully, I hope that's the case, because do some of you guys remember when Ironfish moved to their new algorithm, Fish Hash? I believe it was April 2nd. All right, so that was a couple months ago. April 2nd is when they changed algorithm. So that's when, Ironfish's price here, I'm just correlating stuff here, that, back in April 2nd, the price of Ironfish was like $1.85. But since then, okay, since their new algorithm implementation here, Ironfish's price has been just been going down, straight down. It's 46 cents now. So I recall when that did happen, that on hashrate.no, all the profit calculators, they showed Ironfish at the top of the charts on all the GPUs for, I think it was a good month or two that it was up there, right? And the difficulty for Ironfish obviously went up, which because it was on the profitability charts at the top, and a lot of miners, GPU miners, flocked over to it, okay? Which is a good thing, okay, right? GPUs, we love GPUs for the decentralized factor and common hardware that you can get anywhere off the shelves. But during this time, the difficulty of Ironfish during this time was pretty high. But then, as time went on, as profitability started to dwindle, you can see here the difficulty had started to go down and down and down and down. But that makes sense because of the price of Ironfish has been dwindling down. So I hope with Karlsen here, okay, I'm suspecting that once this move over does happen, that potentially, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if Karlsen can hopefully sustain a lot of the GPU miners, and how Ironfish did for a good month or two, that if Karlsen can do this similar, maybe it's probably going to be less than a month, I'm guessing, maybe a couple weeks. There might be a ton of people that move over, but the thing is, I think that not everyone is going to move over to, Karlsen V2, which is going to be like Ironfish's fish hash algorithm, right? Which is memory hard. So the power consumption is going to be a bit higher, okay, than normal. Than, if you're mining like Flux or Nexa, kind of like middle ground there. So I know right now it's summertime, and so I don't know if a lot of people are going to be able to switch over, they're like 3070s or, 3090s, whatever. Anyone that has GPUs right now, that going from, especially if people that are mining Zealous, under 80, 70 watts on 3070 typically, if people move over to Karlsen V2, which is the fish hash algo, okay, then the power consumption, if you want to get that sweet spot, may be over 110 to 120 watts on a typical 3070. So that will be something that we're all probably going to be making videos on, overclock settings, that kind of stuff for Karlsen. Another thing I hope is that, these other projects can follow suit. Pagde, Consensus Coin, Nautilus, Nexella, Husat, all these other, Purin, all these coins have been dominated as well by the entity. So, these coins, if they could also move over, it would help spread the load essentially from all the GPU miners, because there's a lot of GPU miners, as we all know. So it'll be interesting. But in 2 weeks' time, I will definitely update you guys on when this comes out, as the miners get updated, and in terms of profitability, as most people really do care about that. And just, I guess the biggest thing is to kick off the entity that has been mining on Karlsen. Okay, so yeah, this went from like 24 terahash to like 100. So there's like a 80 or 90 terahash miner, the entity on Hero Miners, okay, which has just dropped, mining Karlsen on GPUs, down the dumps, right? You can't, it's not profitable at all to mine Karlsen on a GPU anymore. It just doesn't make any sense. So, we've been seeing Zealous. One quick note I forgot to mention, Zealous, they did have a hard fork, I think in June or July, to their new algorithm, KarlsenhashV2, which is predominantly going to be more memory hard as well. It's supposed to kick off, the ASICs and make FPGAs a bit more competitive too. So maybe in the next week or two, right, we're going to see Karlsen and Zealous at the top of the charts here. And of course, that's going to depend on Karlsen's price, if it's going to, generally stay up and sustain itself. I don't know if the entity is selling every day or not. That begs the question. But my prediction here is going to be that we're going to see Karlsen and Zealous at like top 2. And of course, depending on your electrical costs, if it's going to be good or not for mining, the new KarlsenhashV2. Which, just real quick, I wanted to just touch on which GPUs are probably going to be great on mining on Karlsen V2, or I guess their Ironfish algo pretty much. So I think the, HBM2 memory cards, probably, I know that these CMP 100 210 GPUs have been quite popular recently with some people. I've been meaning to buy just a rig, to test for myself. I may do that probably after this video, so you guys don't all buy it, but don't buy it. Just I don't know how good it's going to be, but also I think some people also have these 178HXs. Now I would not buy these at $550. I think at one point I did see them on Alibaba for like $230 or $250. So really depends on what you can get these prices at, prices for these GPUs, but also what your electricity cost is going to be, because yeah, right now it's really not that great. I mean, if you have these GPUs, I mean, you're profiting if you have under 10 cents, but generally they're not really that good. So I guess the whole mindset here for, GPU miners is mining in HODL, right? It's waiting for price appreciation. Anyways, let me know what GPUs you guys think are going to be good. I think 3070s will probably be just fine for anyone that has it. Like myself, I have a lot of 3070s, but hopefully all the miners, the software developers, LOL Miner, Regal, Rigel Miner, come out with their miners and are going to be optimized, and hopefully we can get nice efficiency off all of our GPUs. AMD GPUs will be interesting to see, but may take a bit more power, which may come down to, are you going to run your GPUs a bit more power these days, especially here with the summertime? Who knows, right? That's something some of us may not do, but some may do, depending on your environment. All right, my friends, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on today's video and Karlsen moving to the new algo, which is going to be GPU centric. All right, I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.